Hello, Flosstube. Today is Thursday, July, let me look at my computer, I was not prepared, 27th. This is my third time making this video, so I don't even care what happens during this video. It is going to be the last time I do this. So, first time, just hated the video, felt a little rush. Yesterday, Duke was barking a lot, the UPS man showed up. Then my computer kind of freaked out. So this video is going to be short and sweet because I need to leave for work in like 45 minutes. So still got to change because I obviously don't go to work in a Pikachu tank top. So we're just going to jump right in. Got a lot to cover and I'm going to try to do it quick in like half an hour. So let's just start with finishes. Since my last video, I've had two finishes. The first one is my Hocus Pocus by Clouds Factory. I'm so in love with this. Just everything about it. If you remember, the changes that I made to it were all the yellow stars and moon and the keys down here. That was charted in like a light color. Obviously wasn't going to show up on this sparkly light fabric, so I changed that to yellow and I really like it. And then this line of wording and this line of wording were supposed to be three different colors. Didn't like that, just made them one. And then just like this down here was supposed to be the top half of all three words was orange and the bottom was black, so I changed that as well. And then, exciting, this is the first project I've ever signed. And of course, I signed it DW for Drew Weasley. Me and Phil are not married yet, but let's face it, we're Weasleys anyways. Okay, second finish that I have was the Fruit by Stitch Rovia. Love how this turned out. Did this on 18 count. It's a little bit smaller than what it was charted for, but I really like it because there also is another pattern that goes along with this one that I'll show you when we get to my plans, that is all vegetables. So I'm going to put these in some frames and then hang them above our window in our kitchen. So it'll look super, super cute. And I did them on white because our wall in our kitchen is gray. So I feel like it'll just pop. It's like a medium gray. So it'll pop right off the wall. Love it. The pineapple is my favorite thing. It was so fun to stitch. Alright, so those are my finishes. Let's talk about my whips. Today is brought to you by, not a mug, sad I know, Starbucks tumbler. Okay, first whip. I currently only have two whips because I just finished those two things. So the first one, if you remember, is Stitching Santa. My last video I had started that and just got like a smidge done. So this is what I have now. Not too much, just because I really wanted to finish Hocus Pocus, and then I really wanted to finish the Fruit. So I got the middle part of his scroll frame done, and then starting on the bottom part of the frame. I really, really love it so far. Now the outer edge of the scroll frame is supposed to be backstitched, but I need to do, let me just show you. I need to do some stitching on his top half and then his legs before I add that back stitching. So I'll be working diligently on this so I can get this done and framed by November. So I can, obviously I'll get it done by November. But now, a change I may make to this pattern is I will probably take the cat out. I know, and you're like, why? And I'm really nervous that it's gonna be like, is that gonna be too much of an empty space right there? I don't know. Tell me what you think. Do you think it would look too bad if I take the cat out? Okay, I don't like cats. I think cats are gross, and I don't like them, and I just don't want it in this pattern. Like, I'd much rather there be a dog there. Like, a dog would actually go with Santa and sit on his lap like Duke does for me when I stitch. Cat ain't gonna do that. I don't know. Let me tell you why I don't like cats. Okay. Cat hair. Cat hair is just disgusting. Like, it gets everywhere. is like super sticky, sticks to everything. Litter boxes. I cannot stand litter boxes. I think litter boxes are gross and they smell. And I don't care how many times you tell me that you clean your litter box or how much you clean your house, how many candles you use or air freshener. I walk into your house, I can smell that you have a cat without even knowing. Like, cats are just gross. They're fine for other people, and I support you. You, right there. I support you for having a cat and for liking cats, but I don't want them. Now, my brother has a cat, and her name is Sarah Jessica Parker, and she is wonderful, and we are friends. We cuddle, we play, I will hold her. Do I want her in my house? No. So, that is my rant about cats. And they like purr on you, and I think it's creepy, and they're always like swishing you with their tail, and it's creepy, and I just think cats are creepy. And they're also assholes. So anyways, taking the cat out of this pattern. And also, why is there cats in every cross-stitch pattern? Like, there's always a cat. A couple weeks ago, when I was looking at the Haid website, there's like millions of designers on there, and they just have... That's all they do is cat patterns. Cats doing stuff. Why can't dogs be doing stuff? Why's it gotta be cats? Okay. My second whip, which I'm currently loving. I don't know when I'm gonna put this down, if ever, so Stitching Santa may not get done. It's my Mira. On Monday, I started the Raven Queen. Currently trying to think of a name for her. Michelle at Bendy Stitchy thinks she looks French. So if you have a good name, I'm up for suggestions. So, here's what I have so far, which is also a piece of haul. This fabric is 16 count Aida, and it is Heroic by Picture This Plus. When Phil bought me this pattern, he also bought me this fabric. Just by the time I'd got the pattern, I hadn't got the fabric yet. So this is your all's first time seeing it. Sorry I didn't take it off the Q-snap. Oh, it's just beautiful fabric. And she's going to look lovely on this. And I'm kind of glad I didn't like the first two videos because I hardly had anything done. Like yesterday, I just had like that little bit done. So I've totally got a lot more done, and she's taken shape now, so I'm kind of glad that I have more to show you on her. But, so changes that I'm doing to her. So her dress is not black. We have changed it to 3750. Last week, me, Michelle, Bendy Stitchy, and Brittany at Itty Bitty Stitchy, we had a Zoom session and converted her. Talked about what colors to do. Zoom is like it's like an app that I think like businesses use for meetings, but anybody can use it. So it's like multiple people can FaceTime and talk at one time. So changing her dress to 3750. Now I was gonna leave the blues in her dress, but after looking at 123 Stitch and looking at the Carnan Water Lily threads, I think that instead of doing a lot of different blues in her dress, I'm just going to do one other color. And I think I want to do it in African Sunset. Variegated, nice magenta, light pink. I think it would look really cool. So tell me your thoughts down below. Do you think Raven Queen would look good in African Sunset? You know, less colors. And I really, really like that. So, not making any decisions right now on that. I would like to hear opinions, if you have them. So I'm just going to do all of her dress that I can in 3750, and then some of the highlights you can see down here. In this pattern, they're gray and a lighter gray. But I think I chose 930 and 931 for the highlights that go with 3750. So, and then this morning, oh, I'm also changing her to a black woman. I believe we've talked about that before. And a couple of the websites that I found with black skin tone, I'm not sure how I feel about them. If any of you have done any projects where you've converted or a pattern that calls for black skin tone, please let me know what you did. I would like to hear other suggestions versus the ones I have because I just don't know how I feel about it yet. But this morning while I was stitching a little bit on her, I was watching Danielle at Stitcherista, and she was working on a Mira or a Nora. Can we just all assume that when we're talking about Mira or Nora's, like we're all talking about the same thing? Like, I don't know why there's two different. It confuses me. Is that a Mira? Is that a Nora? I don't know. It's the same person. Whatever. She was stitching on a Mira, and she was complaining about Krennic threads. I've never used Krennic, but this one calls for 4 different types. I think mostly for the crown and the back of her dress and her necklace. Right there. So Danielle was talking about how she got treasure braid for the wings of her fairy, and she showed it, and it looked beautiful, and she said it was so much easier to work with, so I think I'm going to change out the Krennic for treasure braid, just to make things easier for me since it is my first Mira, and I think they might be cheaper than Krennics. I don't know. I haven't looked yet, but so that's what I'm thinking for her. Those are my current 2 whips. Now, any future plans I don't have too many more plans right now besides those 2 things. Like I said, I do want to start the veggies by Stitchrovia, which are right here, to go with the fruit, so that'll be really cute. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to put this on white. I feel like I should, but this leek right here and then the onion, the colors are not exactly white, but they're really close to being white. So I'm not sure how that would show up. You can't really tell. No, okay, there you can, kind of. So we'll see what I do with that. Super excited to stitch this. That corn looks super fun. So I think I'm going to start this. Me and Phil and my brother and his husband are going to New York at the beginning of September. Let me see if I can get some better light. It's a little bit overcast today and supposed to be rainy, so. Anyways, we're going to New York at the beginning of September to go to RuPaul's Drag Con. So think Comic-Con or Gen Con, but with drag queens. So excited about it. So I think that will be my on-the-road project. And then I really want to stitch the Zodiac Signs by Satsuma Street. Phil's a Cancer, and I am a Gemini. Gonna do these on Black Ada. I don't think I'm gonna do the colors. I think I'm gonna stitch them all in white thread on Black Ada, and then I may add purple to mine in a couple of spots, and then add blue to Phil's in a couple of spots just to kind of give it a pop. I really want to put these in our bedroom. So those are my immediate plans that I have for things to do. Future plans I have are, oh, what'd you all buy in the Picture List Plus sale on Tuesday? I only spent $25, so not bad. I bought 3 pieces of Fathom in 16 count Ada. I believe I just bought the 8th, the 13 by 18 size, 3 pieces of those. So only $25 after the discount, and that includes the shipping, which I thought was a really good deal. I'm going to be doing my New Year, New Start project on that, January 1st. Going to be doing, I don't know if I showed a picture last time when I talked about this, but the Brooks Books Oz set. So there are 10 that come in this lot, and then there are 2 more that I'm going to have to buy separately. So I bought 3 pieces because there's 12 characters, so I'm going to do 4 on each, and then just frame them all separately and hang them in some fun pattern just like that. So Dorothy and her 3 friends on one, the Wicked Witch Glinda, the Flying Monkey, and the Wizard on one, and then the 4 Munchkins on another. So I think that'll look really cute. That's a future plan. And then another future plan last week when I was watching Kay at Kay's Cross Stitch. She showed her Santa's Village. And you know, I collect Santas and I'm obsessed with Christmas, so I need to stitch everything Santa. Santa's Village. I'm so not used to recording on this computer. I feel like I'm backwards when I show everything. Here's Santa's Village. So I will be doing that sometime soon. Slowly gonna get all the supplies for this. There are 12 individual patterns for this. Each one of them is $5, so that's $60 in patterns alone. Not sure when I'm gonna start this, but it is on my gotta start getting stuff for it. Plus whatever fabric I choose. I think I want to do it on like a light blue fabric. I think that will be really fun with the white snowflakes and stuff and all the snow. So it'll be a big piece of fabric. Or maybe I'll split it up into sections too. I don't know, we'll see. I just wish there weren't 12 at $5 a piece, like $60 for like one pattern essentially. Ugh. So if anybody sees this on clearance anywhere, or you have it in your stash and would like to sell it to me, or if you see it on Stash Unload, let me know, send me a message, hit me up, because if I can save any money on buying all 12 of these patterns, that would be awesome. Okay, so those are my whips and my plans that I have. I feel like I'm talking really fast. I feel like I'm channeling Buckeye Stitcher here. Okay. Haul. I only have 3 pieces of haul. I found this magazine on Stash Unload on Facebook. Obviously, I got it for the Santa on the front. It was only $2, so not a big deal. I think I'm going to put him on a red piece of cloth because his coat is green, so he'll really pop on red, I think. There's nothing else in this magazine that I want. This magazine is 1987, and it's all just super, just not. I guess these ornaments are kind of cute, I guess. It's a stocking pattern. No, yeah, I'm not stitching any of that. The second thing I bought was a DNC color card. Totally already used this. Used this when I converted my Mira with Brittany and Michelle. I highly recommend everybody buying one of these. So useful, and it's really awesome just to have like all the colors like right there in front of you. Now, this is not the fancy one that Diana has. That is Kismet Stitches with the actual sample of the thread. It's just the colors on the paper, but still super handy. I love it. I feel like I'm going to use this all the time. Converting this Mira has been a lot of fun. A little bit challenging, but totally fun. So I feel like I'm just going to start converting the shit out of stuff. So. And then my third piece of haul is, I've had this for a couple weeks and I've been meaning to show it in a video. Not cross-stitch related, but needle point-ish, kind of, not really, I don't know. Is this craft kit. Found this at a cute little shop downtown one day. I've always been into taxidermy. Well, faux taxidermy. I really like it, and I've really wanted to make my own. So I found this on clearance. It was only $15? $12? A stag head craft kit. And I was like, yes, please. For $15. Comes with everything you need. Thread, the needle, the fabric, the felt for the antlers, the polyfill to fill it. And I love it because I love this fabric. Now, I am a 90-year-old lady in a 31-year-old gay man's body, y'all. If it's old lady-ish, I probably love it. And I love this fabric. Like, look at that. Like, I would wear a button-up shirt in this fabric. I would have a couch in this fabric. Like, that is amazing. And I can't wait to make the stag head with this. And I also thought it would be really good if I really like doing this and it doesn't take too long. Obviously, the more I do, the faster I'll get. But I can just keep the pattern and then make them and sell them. I think it would be something really fun to put in Etsy shops. My best friend is getting ready to have a baby. And she's doing like a woodland themed. So I think it'd be cute to make one for her for the nursery. Okay, so that's all the haul I have right now. Got one thrift store find, which, like I just said, my best friend is having a baby, and I saw this and I was like, oh, that could be cute. She's a little religious. This prayer in cross stitch. Very, very old. There's no info on the back, and it was not in a frame. It's just stitched all the way around to this piece of cardboard. So I bought this and I got home, and like a couple days later I texted her a picture of it and was like, oh, hey, I got this, do you like it? And she's like, no, I don't want that. So I don't want this, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's really well done. So if anyone's into this, I would love to stitchy kindness you this. Or if you have a pattern or two or something that you maybe want to trade for it, I would totally be down for a craft trade. But I'm never going to use this. I'm never going to hang it. And I don't know who else to give it to. So, but you know my rule. Leave no cross stitch or needle point behind at thrift stores. Okay. I was sprinkled twice with Stitchy Kindness since my last video. First was by the lovely McKenna at Stitching in Sequence. She sent something for me and Phil, but Phil will talk about his in his video. The first thing she sent for me was Hello Cookie Bear. Just a little cross-stitch card. It comes with the card and then the little pattern for the teddy bear, and you just stitch him up and then put him inside the card. Super, super cute. Thank you. I hope my cross-stitch ATC theme 1 month is something that I can use this for. I think that'll be really good and really cute for that. And then the second thing she sent me, okay, I have had this pattern, well, this kit, in my Amazon cart for the last 2.5 years. And she showed this in her video and was like, I'm putting this in my Amazon store. And I commented and was like, I'm buying that, let me know when it's there. Well, she didn't let me know it was there because she sent it to me. The Last Supper. Y'all, I'm so excited. Now, I am not religious at all. Very much an atheist. But I like I don't like religion, but I like religious symbols. I like when people, I don't know. Let's not talk about religion because this is not religion tube, it's Flosstube. So I'm going to stitch The Last Supper. Now, when I wanted to stitch this 2.5 years ago and put this kit in my Amazon cart, it was because somebody was like, you should enter the fair. And I was like, okay, I'll get it. So I put it in my cart and I never did it. And like the next year came around and I was like, oh, I forgot to buy that to put into the fair. So me and Phil are actually looking into the guidelines and stuff that you have to do for the Indianapolis State Fair, because we live in Indianapolis, so the fair is right here, for next year. So I think I'm going to get this in a couple, start working on this in a couple months for the fair next year. So, and I love this chart because I love that it's in color. I'm super, super glad that it's in color. Oh, it's going to be amazing. So much backstitching, and I love it. Obviously, I'm going to start in the middle, so Jesus will be first. Super excited about that. Thank you, McKenna. I'll probably do this on either 16 or 18 count. So it'll be about, if I do 16, it'll be 23 inches long. It also lists 22. I've never worked with 22 count Aida, so maybe that will be a thing. Or maybe I'll do it on linen. Like maybe I will have gotten into linen by then. Second Stitchy Kindness was by Lisa at the Silver Stitcher. She apparently watched my last video and sent me just a piece of black Aida. Super excited about that. Thank you, Lisa, because I love stitching a black Aida. And then she sent me this wonderful, wonderful fabric by Jodri Designs, hand-dyed fabric. It's in the UK. I don't think I've ever heard of it, but it's 20 count Bellana even weave in salsa. It's a big piece, 18 by 26, and y'all, it is gorgeous. This fabric is gorgeous. Can you see that? Ugh. So I've never stitched on anything but Aida yet, and just by like looking at this, I know I feel like I've heard a lot of people say they don't like even weave, or you know, it tends to be like uneven, but it looks just fine. It looks like it'll be fine to stitch on. So, and it's 20 count, so it's not too small like 28. So I'm excited to get something on this like immediately, like I have to. I don't even know. I think a mirror would look really awesome on this. Or I was talking to Michelle yesterday because we really want to stitch that tattoo design from that magazine that just came out together. So I think that would look really awesome on this. Or Cross Stitch Nation that I keep talking about doing and haven't started yet. I think that could look really awesome on this. I don't know. I just know that I got to get something on this ASAP. So thank you so much, Lisa. I'm real excited to stitch on even weave for the first time, and I think this is like perfect, and I'm not going to hate it. So, awesome. Our Stitchy friends just the best. Y'all are so nice. I've only sent out one Stitchy Kindness package so far, and that was to Michelle, and I need to do more. I don't have like a giant like stash of extra patterns and stuff like yet, so I don't really have like, oh, I can send you this pattern, so I don't really feel like I have a lot of stuff to send people. I could send you some thread. But also, if I send you a Stitchy Kindness package, you best believe I'm sending you some other goodies. I'm sending you some candy or some chocolate, or I'm gonna send you a mug. I have a thing with mugs, obviously, as you all know, but I like to send people mugs. So if any of you ever get a package from me, there's a 97.8% chance that it's going to have a mug in it. And I'm not sorry about it. Okay. So I think the only thing I have left is shout-outs. My first shout-out goes to Helga. Love Helga. Been watching her, trying to catch up on some of her videos lately, and talking with her more on Facebook and Instagram both. She is just like a super sweet lady. Like her, love her. She's stitching a lot of really awesome things. The other day she messaged me and she had a sloth quilting pattern and was like, hey, you love sloths, I'm gonna send this to you. And I'm like, Helga, I love that, and I love that it's a sloth because my favorite animal and I need everything in sloths. But I don't know how to sew. So she's like, sending you this, you know, call me when you're ready and we will sew together. She was like, I'll even do the pattern with you and I will teach you how to sew and how to quilt. And I'm like, you are fabulous. You're my new best friend. Yes. So, like, how nice. Just a person that you don't know in real life. I'm going to teach you how to quilt. I love it. I love the kindness. My second shout out goes to Kay at Kay's Cross Stitch. Watch her all the time. Love everything she's working on. If you love flowers, she is obsessed with peonies. And she's my enabler for Santa's Village. So thank you, Kay. Don't be sorry. My third shout out goes to Pam and Steph. You all watch Pam and Steph, I believe. Mother-daughter duo. They're in Ohio. Yes? Yes. Yes? Correct me if I'm wrong. They're fabulous. Pam obviously has been cross-stitching forever and, does wonderful work. Steph is new. Love everything you're doing. Steph, please don't be offended that I don't like cats. I support you and your cats. And if I ever get cat patterns, I'm sending them all to you, no matter what. So watch your mailbox. So go check them out. And then I've been watching a lot of new people since my last video. So my first shout out of new people goes to Abby at Top Knot Stitcher. She is fabulous. She's obsessed with Harry Potter. She is a Ravenclaw, so being a Hufflepuff, we can totally be best friends. She lives in San Francisco. Is converting a room to a Harry Potter room. Her mom cross stitches, and she talks about her mom a lot and shows some of her mom's things, which is really cute and really awesome. I wish my mom or grandma cross stitched, but sadly they don't. And then another shout out goes to Lisa at the Silver Stitcher for Stitchy Kindness. And Lisa's just awesome. She lives in Georgia, where every other stitcher in the world lives, where I think 98% of you live. So really we all just need to move to Georgia and have like one big stitching housing community and hang out all the time. Can we do that? Let's just have like a giant cul-de-sac of stitchy houses and we'll all like drink tea and I'll bake cookies and we'll just stitch all day and watch Netflix. Netflix and stitch. Anyways, check out Lisa. She's amazing. She does a lot of bigger projects. I think she has like 10 hays going right now. Maybe more, maybe less. Anyways, it's a lot. The one I really need her to finish, and Lisa, you better finish it soon, is she's doing the Wizard of Oz Haid. It is amazing. She has like a super tiny bit left. So I can't wait for that. And then I had some Flosstube anxiety. I watched a couple videos from Tracy P. and the Stash Queen. And y'all, the whips are out of control. And I support you. This is a non-judgmental Flosstube, okay? But I can't do that. Stash Queen has 400 whips. What? What? Like, I would need a pill to get through that. Everyone stitches differently. I cannot have 400 whips. I think I would literally have a panic attack and die. I don't know how she does it, but kudos to you. That is a shit ton of money spent on projects not finished. That also blows my mind. I could not spend that much money and not finish stuff. Girl. Anyways, Stash Queen. Finish your projects. I'm rooting for you. Okay. I have kept this video at 34 minutes. I gotta go change for work. And I will see you all later. Peace, love, and cross stitch, y'all. Bye.